Breakdance. Breakdance.
Lo-fi local, listen for your lo-fi local coming at you. Check out lofipolisci.com for all your lo-fi local updates, the blogs, the letters of the Lofi Poli Sci, the music, the episode art, places to write into the show, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, connect, people connect. And did you know Lofi Poli Sci goes live next week, September 29th at UNO Sandbar, 6 to 7 p.m. Open to all. Come on by. Now, on to the show. Welcome. Don't adjust your dial. Lo-Fi Poli Sci coming at you. Michael Pickering here talking about our famous question. What's going on in the world today? And today it's the East Africa edition of that Lo-Fi Global. And let's start out in Somalia. Interesting stuff going on there. And you know, often enough these days, we talk about African countries receiving aid and business deals with China versus the West, and how more and more lately, developing countries are turning to China as an alternative to Western aid. So check it. I'm cruising the Somalia government website, surfing for some news as I do, and I see a story about the foreign minister of Somalia meeting with EU representatives talking about increasing ties, with a picture of them all sitting down at a table together with a EU flag and a Somalia flag. Then I see another story, same date, about the foreign minister of Somalia again, meeting with Chinese representatives talking about increasing ties, with a picture of them sitting down at the exact same table. The only difference is instead of an EU flag, there's a China flag with the Somalia flag right next to it. I love this, people, because it shows that developing countries are truly weighing their options and making China and the West compete for economic ties. And at the same table, on the exact same day, they just switcheroo the flags. I love it. I love it. Get you some, Somalia. Get you some. Now, check this. A follow-up to African countries, backing the new president of Kenya as their new president, even though the vote was hotly contested and it went to the Supreme Court and all that. Well, the president of Djibouti straight up went to the induction ceremony of the new Kenya president. And I mean, it doesn't get any more supportive than that. This is like African countries, heads of states and heads of government are supporting this new Kenyan president regardless of how hotly contested the election was. Now, of course, when you look at the president of Djibouti, well, you may not be too surprised about him supporting a contested president since he's been president of Djibouti since 1999. Yep, 23 years. And I'll let you guess if he's democratically elected or not. But you know what? He's not even the longest-serving East African country president. I was cruising Uganda's government website, which there was not much news on the Uganda government website. So I decided, let me go out and check out the presidential page, and the name caught me. Yoweri Museveni. And you see, I knew this name. I was like, man, I know this name. Where do I know this name from? And I just do a quick couple of searches, and I'm like, oh, Museveni is still president of Uganda. He has been president since 1986. For 36 years now, almost 40 years. And can you guess Freedom House's ranking of Uganda? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Survey says a 34 out of 100 not free ranking. 36 years of the same president. Imagine that. But let's switch out on over to Eritrea and Ethiopia, where, sadly, the civil war in the Tigray region of Ethiopia looks like it's beginning again after a ceasefire looks like it's falling apart, but in a weird kind of way. The Eritrean military forces are entering the country of Ethiopia and look to be invading the Tigray region. Now, let's be clear. The Tigray-Ethiopia conflict is a civil war, an Ethiopian civil war. And the country of Eritrea is intervening on the side of the Ethiopian government. Big deal or not a big deal? Write in and you let us know. And a last piece of news to send you on your way to the day. For the day, to South Sudan we go. You see, South Sudan, they're the world's newest country, independent as of 2011. Well, just a few weeks ago in August, South Sudan's transitional government said they're going to stay in power for another 2 years. Because you see, when South Sudan became independent in 2011 from Sudan, just 2 years later, in 2013, civil war erupted in South Sudan. And it went all the way to 2019, 2020, where they finally made a peace agreement and called a ceasefire, and were trying to combine both of these forces into a transitional government to go to democracy. Well, that has been stalled. And now they're saying this transitional government's going to last for 2 more years? There's a lot of question marks on if people in South Sudan are going to wait for 2 more years. Eyes open, ears to the ground. Lots going down in South Sudan, people. And that's a brief snapshot of what's going on in the world today. And hey, it's not a cliche or a catchphrase. It's a lifestyle. Always remember that Lofi Poli Sci is more than just me. It's the we that we be. Pickering, signing off.